Hello, welcome to my channel. It is Watercolor Wednesday, and I wanted to kind of go over an ongoing project that I've been working on. I stated in previous videos that I'm learning watercolor, and when I learn things, I want to learn everything about that subject, so I know all the ins and outs of everything. And one of the things I did last summer, I actually purchased a watercolor making kit. That's this bag right here. The kit I ordered online, and it has the Muller. It has some extra pens. It actually has a case to put in your watercolors. It had two different a small palette and a large palette. But this is all the items that were needed. Well, one of the things I had to find was a binder. I learned more about binders and how to make them. And I found this one channel, and I'll make sure to put the link in my video, how to make a binder. These are binders I actually made in September. I've had them sitting out there so I can see if they got moldy, mildew, anything like that, because that is one of the downsides of making your own binder. And the binder that she made has worked really well. This one was made with tap water, just plain tap water. And then this one was made with distilled water. And so they've been up there since September. That's when I made them. And I have not used them to mix watercolor just yet. But as you can see, they're holding it very well. There's nothing in there. It maybe just need to be stirred up a little bit, but there's no mildew or mold or anything like that that's occurring in this binder. So it's held up very well. And I will make sure to put a link to her account on here. These are the swatches that I did with the homemade watercolors that I did. Like I used the Dollar Tree mica powders, and that's what it came out looking like. I tried some kitchen spices. I found some YouTube videos where they talk about using kitchen spices. This is what my spices ended up looking like. Now, I realized I probably should have ground these a little bit further to try to get more color out of them. So I may attempt that again, but these are the ones I made from that. Then these are the mica powder ones. These are the mica powders I found at Dollar Tree. They were mainly used for resin. They're little resin kits, but I wanted to try them in this. And so those are the colors, and that's this first color. Let me go back. Those are these colors right here. And so that's how those turned out. Those were really nice. The one I have not tested yet are these that I currently have up here. Well, no, here they are. Sorry. I tested those. These are mica powders. They're called Color Flow. I found them at Hobby Lobby. And so they have a bunch of different sets, and I had only got up to a certain number of making the watercolors. So these are the watercolors I created last summer. These were from August. So it's been almost a full year of making these watercolors, and I wanted to swatch them today just to check the color and see how they're doing now. Now, these are not ideal holders for the watercolor because it's plastic, and I tried to pull them out earlier just to see if it would actually come out. And as you can see, it kind of tore and it's stuck, and it's most likely because the binder I use has honey in it. So I will just go ahead and swatch these again just to see how the color held up. And really, that's all I really wanted to do today. So let's just go ahead and do a really quick swatch of these. So I got my water here, my paintbrush, my towel ready. So we'll go ahead and do a real quick swatch of these and see how they've held up this whole time. Let's start down here with this color. This is graphite color is what it says on the package. We'll see how it held up. Oh, very nice, very nice. It's held up very well. Okay. And let's go to the next one. I'm not sure on these colors. I'll just go ahead and swatch them, and then we'll go back and label them afterwards. But I just want to see how well they've held up. Like I said, these have been sitting there for a year, almost a year. It'll be a year on the 25th. And these were made from the mica powders I found at Hobby Lobby. And let's see. The next one. It looks like the colors are holding up very nicely. Next one. Like I said, when I do a new medium or a new skill, I learn a new skill, I always tend to want to learn everything possible about whatever it is I'm attempting, all the ins and outs of everything. And so one of the things I found interesting was the fact that you could make your own watercolors. I did not know you could do that. So I went and found all this information, figured out how to make a binder, found the best recipe that people said were out there. like I said, I will go ahead and find the person's account again, because I think I lost all the accounts I was following after I lost my YouTube channel back in June and I had to restart. So I'll have to go back and find her again. I have my notes somewhere of who I used, so I'll go back and find her and list that in this video. As you can see, the colors are holding up nicely. Some of them were really light to begin with. This one a little bit more. So it might have been better to just go ahead and add a little bit of water to them so they could sit there for a minute and deepen the color a little bit. But some of these are also like a powder, or it has like an iridescent or sparkle added to it. So they weren't real bright to begin with. I'm going to see. No, I'm going to see this one all. Go ahead and go on. Let's go to the next color. But yeah, I found you can make your own watercolor, which I found really fascinating. I've seen the Instagram videos of people that sell watercolor and they've made their own, and it's always such a fascinating process. And so I really wanted to learn how to do that. So I invested in a small watercolor making set. It was real easy. It's way easier than I thought it would be. So more water a little bit. Okay, there we go. But it was a lot easier than I actually thought it would be. So let's see. Let's see this silvery color. I'm going to move this over just a little bit. See what I'm doing. Like I said, these are not ideal holders for the watercolor. I was really wanting just to try them out. You can kind of see it, not really on that one. That's a silver or a pearl. I can't see. You can kind of see it, not really, but we'll move on. And then also finding out that the tubes of watercolor, which I did not know. Like I said, I'm a very new learner of watercolor. I'm a very beginner in this art form, and I did not know that the tubes of watercolor are what you can use to refill your palettes if you run out of a color. I had no idea that's how you could do that. So I found that interesting too. Then learning about palettes and different sizes, and learning about different products out there, different brands, and what they offer. And so it's been a really interesting process for me. Okay, a little bit more water to this one. But as you can see, these are the ones I made last year, and they're holding up very nicely as far as color. And these were just using the mica powders I found at Hobby Lobby. I did find they were in two different sets. One was a smaller set, the small little containers, and then they had ones that had a bigger set with bigger containers. And I actually thought they were different until I looked at the colors, and they're actually the same exact one. It's just that you get more on one over the other. And I didn't want to invest in too much mica powder because I don't know what else I would use it for except for resin. And I have not done a whole lot of resin stuff yet. I've done a few pieces and I'm still learning that. So these will be used for that as well. But right now I'm testing it out on the watercolor. As you can see, the colors still held up. Like I said, it's been a year since I did these, and I wanted to test them out today to see how well they held up. So as you can see, the color still holding. Since these are really light, I would probably test it later, just add a little bit of water and let them sit, see if I can get the colors a little bit deeper. But as you can see, they held up very nicely. Like I said, these are the ones I actually did a year ago. And so, yeah, that's what I've been working on. These are some of the things I've been testing out and figuring out and learning how to do. And I just want to take a moment to share that with you. If you like what you see, give me a like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you later. Have a great day.